It's Week 10, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Los Angeles Rams taking on the San Francisco 49ers. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return.
38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Purdy now to throw off the play action. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple. Play action. Now Purdy. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if I'm going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Purdy looking to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. They'll go for it. Here's Purdy. Connects with Kittle underneath. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a 1st down. Well, that flag puts them on their heels a little bit more defensively as the officials walk it upfield.
Yeah, and they can blame the officials all they want, but bottom line, it's their own fault because, to me, that was an avoidable call. Stay focused and avoid major mistakes like that.
A lack of discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. Up the gut, McCaffrey. We'll get this to about the 38. The Niners at 2-7 now in the year. If they come into this one knowing it's been a while since they've had a W, they have dropped 4 in a row.
Let me tell you, when you go a month, partner, in this league, without a victory, it gets tough to come to work every day. And in addition, you start to wonder about your job security as well.
Here's Purdy. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. Brandon Ayuk, the one he was looking for. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. You talk about this Rams defense. They currently sit at number 4 in the NFL in terms of stopping the run.
Most of their challenges have come in the passing game because against the run, they've been pretty darn good. Now you've got to figure out a way to slow down those receivers before they get downfield and maybe make a few more plays on the ball when it's in the air.
Back to throw, Purdy. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. That's good for a 1st down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and now off play action, it's Purdy. Open man is Jerron Jennings. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. It's a gain of 35.
Things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
That'll be caught by Ayuk. Touchdown 49ers. His second touchdown on the season. And the 49ers get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
The losing streak had taken on a life of its own, and I think it infiltrates a team when you're on that much of a slide. But this group has managed to focus, come out early, and put a touchdown on the board. They look like they mean business in this one.
They do. Now the key, holding on to that attitude because, man, that streak has been a struggle for them. Jake Moody now for the point after. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. And they'll accept that penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. So good field position for the Rams as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line.
Lady! 21!
On the ground with a rookie from Auburn. And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. 2nd down. You know, Charles, for this defense, look, it's no secret. You're facing a team that is really, really struggling. They haven't won in what seems like forever, but sometimes a desperate team can be a dangerous team, right?
You're exactly right about that, but they shouldn't be. When they're on that type of a losing streak, it's incumbent upon you.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
1st down, Los Angeles.
Here's Hunter. Down to the 41. You look at this Niner defense. This crew against the pass, issues at times. Ranked number 24, Charles, in the NFL.
When they lack a pass defense, they do make up for in run defense. They're a top 10 unit against some people trying to move the ball on the ground. But this is a passing league. So there's a conundrum for them. How do they get better defending the pass?
32!
Just beating the play clock. Stafford. It's caught here by Adams. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
40 got! 40 got! Hey! Lady!
Hunter. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Stafford.
They'll find a man over the middle. 2-2 Atwell.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Now it's Stafford.
Right back to Atwell. That's complete. And the Rams are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
The Rams with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter as they go to work on a 1st and goal.
Ready. 180.
Stafford. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
Yellow 20, 59, stop!
No signal, and now they say he did not get in. He is stonewalled at the 1.
They try to get the nose of the football across to no avail, and now it's 3rd and goal.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
Check. Blue 60. 22.
They'll try again.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A great play there.
His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Rams are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
The extra point up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Good for A. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
McCaffrey on the counter. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Here's 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at their 49-yard line.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
2nd and 10.
Get set, get set. 18.
Now Purdy.
They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them, ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Watch out! Yellow. Yellow.
Purdy now to throw. And that is incomplete.
And that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just one first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
And he couldn't get it to check off. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other. It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Hey, give me radar. Hey, 50. 59. Get on.
This is Hunter. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Blue 60. Hey, 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 hey.
Here's Stafford. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from the defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense.
And not a great punt here. Out of bounds in the air. They're going to say this one doesn't even get to the 40. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Get set. Yellow. Watch out.
Throwing here, Purdy.
Completes it to Jennings. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Yellow. 18. Watch out. Hop.
Purdy will set up to throw it here. Trying for Ayuk, but it's intercepted.
There he goes, right side. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown.
But Charles, as a defender yourself who made a few of those plays back in your day, I know you know there's no better feeling than a pick 6 for a defender.
And the big thing is when you take it and you realize you're out there and you've got a great chance to score, not to get overexcited and have one of the yard lines trip you up, or the turf monster, as we used to call it, knock you down before you get to the end zone. That didn't happen on that play. He carried it home.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to return.
And the Rams got him. They bring him down. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up third.
Here is third and quite a ways.
Get set. Yellow.
Purdy. That's caught by Ayuk on the slant.
They'll get 15, but that won't be nearly enough. It's fourth down.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. Well, that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive.
And with a 14-7 lead, they might just be happy to take this thing on into the tunnel.
Now Stafford. He's going to let this one go deep. He's got him in. Complete. Touchdown, Allen. Puka Nacua, 81 yards. And the Rams will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. The extra point splits the uprights. And it's now 21-7.
49ers 7.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. Out of the gun, Purdy. That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Get set. Yellow.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's got Ayuk once again. Now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Watch out. Yellow.
Back to throw. Purdy. That's going to be caught.
Oh, he's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick.
2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well. And most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Like 7.
And they'll run it with Hunter. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 16 yards is the pickup there, and a first down for L.A.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Again on the ground with Hunter. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, L.A. A great effort there. With his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Rams have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
49ers 7. Joshua Carney.
The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Purdy now to throw off the play action. That's over the middle and caught by Ayuk.
And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
On first down, this is McCaffrey.
And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down. This, the second meeting of these two teams. You might recall they met back in Week 5. And it was the visiting Niners who won that ball game, so they'll look to make it a clean sweep here at home in Santa Clara. 2nd down and right back to McCaffrey. And some nice running going to get him down close to a first down at the Rams' 35.
The 35-yard line.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. The Rams go nickel here defensively on 3rd. They'll try and pick it up from McCaffrey.
And he is going to have a Niners first down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on.
Yellow. Yellow.
This time they'll throw it. Here's Purdy. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
Oh, and that's kind of how it's gone for them so far. That was a ball they needed to get back in this game. A quick strike, a big play. But he led his guy too far, and it winds up over his head.
Yellow.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Get set. Get set. 118. Watch out. H-rail, corner. Here we go, boys.
Fourth down try. Here's Purdy. And that's going to be incomplete. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out.
And it'll be a turnover on downs. Well, that's another mistake there on the drop pass on 4th. And we've seen him do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
Stay 50, stay 50.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, let's face it, that's just a helpless feeling for a running back there. He's looking up to find a hole, and all he finds is a whole lot of ticked-off linebacker.
Easy. 280. Double right. Double right.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, LA. A big play there. 68 yards.
And the Rams are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who is a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Joshua Carty to kick off.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
On the return. The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th. Didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on fourth down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride, the offense, this go-around. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Makes it 3rd and 11.
You see Purdy, he's going to shift him around. That flag, that'll push him back 5.
So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long.
Get set, get set. 18, watch out.
McCaffrey following the penalty. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And that will come the offense as they take over. And what is this? They're lining up here to punt on first down. And he gets off a high spiraling kick. And they won't get a chance to bring this one back. It goes out of bounds back near their own 20.
22-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Back now here in Santa Clara. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
Outside motion.
McCaffrey running up the middle. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away, and they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Here we go with McCaffrey. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position. And what is going on here? Are they serious? First down, and they're in punt formation. Yeah, he was looking for the check-up bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. Cameron Curl up to make the tackle. The rush defense stout on first down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Get set.
Now give it up to McCaffrey. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Third down, here's McCaffrey. And he'll lose yardage on this one, back to the 13. Well, now after all of this, hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. They'll try and run for it. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on fourth down. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And now, goodness, possession's going to go over right at the 10-yard line. And a failure on fourth down on the other side leads immediately to a first and goal. Out of the gun, Stafford.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on first and goal. But that close to the goal line, it still definitely hurts.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on second and goal, back even further. And the most curious way there to burn some clock, that was wild. And at the end of all that, it winds up a safety. Then, Charles, something you have to be aware of as a QB. Once you get back to that back line of the end zone, you sort of have to go into survival mode.
Yeah, but he's still between the tackles, so if he tried to throw it away, it still would have been 2 points.
So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field.
Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it first and 10 right at the 50-yard line. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. And that's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for second down.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
And the Rams got him. They bring him down.
Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this. And you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
And the pressure gets to him again.
Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
Well, partner, you and I will be headed to the airport, but after this game, when it's interview time, someone's going to ask this quarterback what hurt worse, the interceptions or the sacks. His whole day, it's been rough. Barring a miraculous comeback, this offense isn't going to win this game, but he's probably going to say what hurt most is the loss.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And an utter disaster as the ball's going to go over on downs at the 2-yard line. So a risky move that does not pay off. And, Charles, you take it from the defensive perspective. They had to be a little offended there that they even tried to go for it back inside their own 20.
Highly offended. And they took the ball away and gave it to their offense in a great situation. But when you look at this thing in total, when you start taking chances like that, you know what that means? You're going to have to take more chances later, right? When you don't convert, that just means you got to double down on it. So we could see this thing pile up as we go on.
And a most curious way there to burn some clock. That was wild. And at the end of all that, it winds up a safety. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So free kick situation forthcoming from the 20 as they'll punt this one away. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Well, probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the fourth quarter. This is going to be a little...
And now off to the races down the right side. And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10. 58 yards rushing for him now at his first 2 carries in the ballgame.
A great run, but, you know, this is probably where the offensive coordinator is saying, geez, we could have used a couple of these earlier in the game.
Hey, he's probably telling the head coach, well, talk to the run game coordinator about that. I just called the plays. We should have had this going right from the beginning.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Watch out. Up.
Purdy from the gun.
And he is going to be run down. What a disaster there. A huge loss. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
This likely a must-have. 3rd and goal.
Get set. Get set. 18.
Here's Purdy.
Flush to his right. And he goes out of bounds without getting rid of it. A big loss there, and it goes down as a sack as well. A huge loss on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. And this will go out of bounds, and my goodness, he didn't even get that thing to the 30.
Easy as you learn. Check. Sit on.
Stafford going to throw it. The ball comes out.
Yeah, the defense says they have it. They do. One play into the ball game, an early turnover.
In today's NFL, most teams don't have as many goals for the game like we used to have where you checked off your boxes. But 0 turnovers, that's a universal. And while it won't likely cost them in this game, they're going to regret the fact that they coughed one up here.
Yeah, their first blemish. They had mistake-free football prior. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Buying time to his left. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. A very costly sack there on 3rd and goal, pushes him back big time. And now you'd figure the field goal team coming on 4th. Now from way back there after the sack, it's 3rd and goal, a long 3rd and goal. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So jumping from his free safety spot.